Chelsea, my lovely daughter, she was out walking with a couple of her girlfriends when they spotted Newt Gingrich himself about to be run over by a car. They quickly pulled him out of the way and onto the curb. "Well, you saved my life, ladies," said Newt. "As Speaker of the House, I'm a very powerful man here in Washington. What could I do to repay you?" The first girl says, "I want to go to Georgetown." Newt replies, "Consider it done." The second girl says, "I want to go to West Point." Newt replies, "No problem, I'll take care of it." Now he turns to Chelsea. "And what can I do for you, Chelsea?" She says, "I want to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery." Newt says, "Well, that's an odd request for such a young woman." "Well, maybe so," says Chelsea, "but when my daddy finds out I saved your life, he's going to kill me." She is such a scamp. I mean, that really wouldn't happen. I'm not going to kill my own daughter. One night in the middle of nowhere, a traveling salesman car breaks down right by a farmer's house. The salesman knocks on the farmer's door. The farmer answers and says, "Sure, you can spend the night here, but you have to sleep with my 19-year-old son. But only if you promise not to—" "Wait, never mind," interrupts the salesman as he starts back to his car. "I'm in the wrong joke." Newt Gingrich and I were discussing family values. Newt said, "I never slept with my wife before we were married. Did you?" And I replied, "Well, I don't know, Newt. What was her maiden name?" What do a hurricane and a marriage gone bad have in common? They both start off with a lot of sucking and blowing, but in the end, somebody loses a house. Say, did you hear about the scientists that discovered the million-year-old bacteria inside that meteorite from Mars? Oh, it's great to know that somewhere there's a life form older than Bob Dole. Some of the women in Arkansas are so fast, I had to put a governor on them. Two nuns were bicycling down a cobblestone street when the first one said, "Sister Catherine, I don't believe we've ever come this way before." And Sister Catherine replied, "Must be these cobblestones." Well, it seems a woman walked into the pro shop at a country club with tears streaming down her face. The golf pro said, "Oh my God, lady, what happened?" She replied, "I got stung by a bee." Golf pro said, "I'm so sorry. Where did it happen?" She replied, "Between the first and second holes." To which the golf pro answered, "Oh, that's your problem. Your stance is too wide." I've been in love with the same woman for over 20 years, and if Hillary ever finds out, she'll kill me. The worst 3 words you can hear while making love? "Honey, I'm home." The difference between a liberal and a puppy? The puppy stops whining once it grows up. Why was Ross Perot's wife glad he didn't get elected? 'Cause if he won, she'd have had to move to a smaller house in a bad neighborhood. You know why Arkansas only holds driver's training classes 3 days a week? The other 2 days, they use the cars for sex education. See, they get in the back seat and they drive to a secluded, never mind. Paula Jones' favorite game? Swallow the Leader. You know why we didn't stage a White House Christmas pageant last year? Couldn't find 3 wise men or a virgin. Hillary and I were at the opening game of baseball season. A Secret Service agent whispered something in my ear. I looked at him funny, but figured, well, okay, he works for the Secret Service. So I grabbed Hillary by her belt and the scruff of her neck, and I tossed her over the seats and out onto the playing field. The Secret Service agent looked shocked and whispered to me again. I looked at him and said sheepishly, "Oh, first pitch." Other than me, you know the best thing that ever came out of Arkansas? Interstate 55. The Senate held a spelling bee, and the finalists were Dan Quayle, Ted Kennedy, and Bob Packwood. You know who won? Dan Quayle. Yep, he was the only one who knew that harass was one word. What's the difference between a porcupine and a limousine filled with lawyers? On the porcupine, all the pricks are on the outside. Rush Limbaugh and Janet Reno found themselves alone on an elevator. Janet grabbed the stop button and pulled it out, stranding the pair between floors. She stripped off her clothes, threw them on the floor, and ordered, "Rush, make me feel like a real woman." So Rush took off his clothes, threw them on the floor, and ordered, "Iron and fold these." You know why Al Gore abolished coffee breaks for civil servants? Took too long to retrain them. See, in the 10 minutes it took to drink a cup of coffee, they would virtually forget everything that they ever... Okay, moving on. The Secret Service got a real scare the other day when somebody threw a can of beer at me. Fortunately, it was a draft, so I dodged it. I'd like to state categorically that there's absolutely no truth at all to the vicious rumor going around that at my inauguration I had the Marine Band play "Inhale to the Chief." Hey, did you hear about the blind prostitute? Well, you gotta hand it to her. You know how Las Vegas is different from Washington, D.C.? In Vegas, the drunks gamble with their own money. You see, in D.C., they do it with yours. A man walks into a doctor's office.
"Doc, you gotta help me. Do something about my voice."
"Why, certainly, sir. Take off all your clothes and hop up here on the examination table." "Whoa, never mind. I can see exactly what your problem is. You suffer from penile elongation."
"Is it serious?"
"Oh, it's a simple operation. We'll just shorten you a foot or so. You'll still have plenty left to live a full, rewarding life." And so he did. About 3 months later, the same guy returned. "Doc, remember that operation you did? I kind of miss, the way I used to be. How about sewing part of that back on?" To which the doctor replied,
"No way. A deal's a deal."
You see, the doctor's voice had changed because what he had done was he took the severed member and reattached it. Well, I think you can finish the picture for yourself. What's the difference between a tribe of wily pygmies and a girls' track team? Well, one's a bunch of cunning runts. These two explorers were on safari out in the jungle, and they got captured by a tribe of natives who dragged them back to their village and tied them up to a stake. The chief of the tribe came up to one of them, looked him in the eye face to face, and said, "I give you a choice, death or Kiki." Well, the explorer looked around and said, well, I'll take Kiki. And the chief said, okay, Kiki. They untied him, they threw him down on the ground. All the men in the tribe had sex with him, and they beat him to a bloody mess with spiked clubs. The chief went up to the other explorer, looked him in the eye, and said, I give you a choice, death or Kiki. The other fellow, he said, well, are you kidding? I'll take death. The chief replied, okay, death. But first, Kiki. It seems there were these two brothers who worked very hard on the farm every day tilling the soil. Now, one day they decided that they needed a vacation, so they went to the big city to live it up for one weekend. They had a great time in the big city, and they were driving home back to the farm on Sunday night when their truck broke down right after the sun had set. They looked around and saw that there was only one farmhouse within walking distance. They left the truck by the side of the road, went up to the farmhouse, and knocked on the front door. The farmer answered the door and said, yes, what can I do for you? The brothers said, well, sir, our truck broke down by the side of the road, and it's too dark to try to fix it. We were wondering if maybe you had a place where we could spend the night, and we'll be out of here in the morning. Farmer looked at him and said, well, the only room I have is my daughter's bedroom. I suppose you could sleep on the floor, but I don't want any hanky-panky or monkey business in there. Two brothers agreed. They said, oh, sir, don't worry. We're gentlemen. We just want to sleep. We'll be out of here when the sun rises. So they're in the daughter's bedroom on the floor with blankets, trying to go to sleep, when the daughter, who was in the full flower of her girlhood, taps one of the brothers on the shoulder and says, hey, would you like to roll in the sack with me? And the brother looks around and says, well, sure, why not? The daughter says, now, you wouldn't want to catch anything, and I wouldn't want to get pregnant, so I want you to wear this. She hands him a condom. He puts it on, jumps in the sack, and has a roll in the hay with the lovely daughter. When they're finished, the daughter taps the other brother on the shoulder and says, your turn, good looking, but I don't want to get pregnant, and you don't want to catch anything, so wear this. She hands him a condom. He puts it on, jumps in the sack. They roll in the hay. He gets back down on the floor and goes to sleep. Now, early the next morning, they get up with the sun. They fix their truck, and they're on their way. Father never knew anything about it. A couple weeks later, the brothers are out in the field, tilling the soil. One of them turns to the other and says, hey, you remember that farmer's daughter a couple of weeks ago? The other one says, boy, do I. And the other one says, do you really care if she gets pregnant or not? And the other one says, well, no, not really. Well then, let's take these damn things off. How do you recognize Al Gore when he's surrounded by Secret Service agents? Easy. He's the stiff one. Now here's something for you folks to ponder. You know what I say to Hillary right...
Your attention, please. Jen has just won the Strip Shuffleboard Tournament.
Yeah, baby.
Let's just see what this guy's got.
What a place to hide a card reader.
Your score is 2.
Good idea. Let's see what's in there.
What if I just connected, say, these two circuits together? Yeah, that shouldn't cause any problems, should it?
Strange combination of circuitry, isn't it?
Yeah, baby.
Your attention, please. Don has just won the high-speed portion of the contest. Don't forget, folks, tonight Midnight Buffet will be in the restaurant until 3 a.m. Then a few hours later, join us on the poop deck for sunrise breakfast. And of course, at 10 a.m. we have brunch in the restaurant, followed by lunch around the nude pool, and 4 p.m. tea in the lower lobby. And all that is in addition to our 3 regularly scheduled meals. So don't forget.
Hope he makes another announcement quick, so I can get out of here.
And that's the last announcement for this evening. Good night and pleasant dreams.
Oh. Oh boy.
Little cruise buddies. Your attention, please. Would the person who borrowed the ship's lifeboat please return it? You may keep the first aid kit, and no questions will be
Yeah, baby.
Hi, Jamie Lee. I'm back again.
Oh, bonjour, Larry.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well,
Tell me some.
Maybe you should talk to her first.
hi.
Oh,
Bone.
nothing, unfortunately.
Jamie.
Voo?
What?
What?
Say,
Oh. Distraught! I'm bugging! I was gonna use this friggin' cruise to show off my new spring line to the world fashion press. I even paid their way.
He can't do.
Ha!
Oh. Here, Jamie Lee. I just dropped in from the Midnight Fabric Store.
Get out of here! That's fat, yo. Now, quickly, take off your clothes.
Hey, this is working out better than I planned. Well, okay, but you will respect me in the morning, won't you?
Move your ass, yo. I got no time for chatting. I need that leisure suit for a pattern.
Oh, I thought, well.
Oh, and give me that underwear, too.
What? Why?
No time to explain.
Oh, no. Here we go again. Just a little farther. This time I'm gonna make it for sure.
Well, shiver me timbers.
Oh, no!
Well, it looks like somebody's already shivered that poor little timber. That little fucking son of a...
Well...
Paging Mr. Martino. Mr. Mark Martino. White courtesy
The
phone,
ballroom
please.
is locked, but there's a note hanging on the door.
Larry, meet me backstage. Jamie.
She left these unlocked. Here I come, baby. Jamie? Jamie Lee? Huh? No one's seen me yet. So far, so good.
Next on Inside Affair, the Lust Boat, coming in a port near you.
Let's just see what this guy's got.
What a place to hide a card reader.
Your score is 100. Whoa, 100. A perfect score. Cool. You hunk.
Ah, the irony. You haven't changed a whit, yet you now precisely match the latest fashion trend. But give those designers a few months. Soon enough, you'll once again be unhip.
Your attention, please. Larry Laffer has just won the Best Dressed Man portion of the competition with a record-high perfect score of 100 points. Congratulations, Larry! The world of fashion will never be the same.
Drinks, anyone?
Martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, could I get a little bean dip over here? Thanks, baby. You're great.
This is slowly.
I don't think any...
This is not a good way to pick up women, Larry. Doing that will get you nowhere. Doing that will get you. Doing that will get you. This is not a good way to pick up women, Larry. This is not a good way to pick up women.
I love bean dip.
Just because it's all you can eat doesn't mean you're obligated to make yourself sick.
I don't...
Martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, could I get a little bean dip over here? Thanks, baby. You're...
Wow, that bean dip is really effective. So, Jacques, here's my Theismann Trophy scorecard. Charge 100 smackers of chips to my room, will you, bub? I feel lucky.
But of course,
sir.
Put it all on Cum. With a name like that, how can I lose?
Yes, sir, right away. Here are your dice, American asshole.
Your attention, please. Bob has just won the nude pole vaulting portion of the competition.
You don't need to use that in that way. At least not now, here.
Come on, little doggies. Ruff, ruff. Don't let me down. Yippee! Let it ride, fella. I'm rolling now. Yes! Let him build. Wow! Look at those stacks! Oh my God! Look at those stacks!
Hello, handsome. I'm Doomy Moore.
Who, me? Oh, I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
I couldn't help but notice how lucky you are tonight.
Well, tonight, yeah. Finally, I'm getting lucky!
Would you like to go to my cabin for a more intimate dice game?
Hubba, hubba, hope I have a rubber. Sure. What is it?
Strip Liar's Dice. You do know how to play Strip Liar's Dice, don't you, Larry?
Sure. No, but I'm willing to learn. Where's your cabin?
It's 5:10. I'll go get the dice and the cups.
You mean I gotta wear a cup?
Hurry, Larry. I just can't wait to up your ante.
Oh.
How about a drink, Larry?
You know, I'm not really that thirsty right now.
Okay. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable, Larry.
Great. Mind if I kick off my shoesy woozies?
Sure. Do you know how to play Strip Liar's Dice, Larry?
No, but I'm sure I'll pick it up. Let's go.
We'll play with what we've got on right now, okay?
Sure.
All right. Let's roll.
Come on, baby.
You need to increase the bet, Larry. I thought you knew how to play this game. Either move higher on the bid line or increase the number on the die. You need to increase...
I never see you down in the...
Oh, I hang around.
So,
I'm better at a
So what's...
Easy.
You're lying. Hey.
It is to...
What the hell? Let's see what you got.
Oh, shucks, Larry. It's just too...
I'll buy a die. Shake it like you mean it.
Okay, chew on this.
What the hell? Let's see what you got.
I think the dice speak for themselves. You need to increase the bet, Larry. I thought you knew how to play this. Let's get a move on, Larry. You need to...
Let's see him.
And it looks like we have a loser.
I'll buy some dice.
Okay, chew on this.
What the hell? Let's see what you got. It's just my luck. Rattle them bones.
And away we go.
What do you think? I just fell off the turnip truck? Show 'em, babe.
I think the dice speak for themselves.
Rattle them bones.
Okay, chew on this.
Let's see him. I'll buy some dice.
It's your bet. You need to increase the bet, Larry. I thought you knew how to play.
What the hell? Let's see what you got.
I'll buy a die.
There's no need.
What the hell? Let's see what you got. Oh! Come on, baby!
And away. I thought... I'll buy a die.
And over to you.
The dice are called...
Let's see him.
It's your...
Show him. Come on. Let's see. Boy, I hate to lose this jacket. It's been wrinkle-free for over 15 years.
I'll make sure it...
I'll buy some dice. I'm losing my shirt.
It's a tough... hand over.
Yeah. Aw, take care of these pants. They're custom.
So incinerate.
I'll buy. I can't.
I'm surprised.
Come on, baby needs a new.
What the hell?
I don't know.
It's.
Let's. What do you. Oh! Shake it like. Let's see him.
And it. You can't.
Well.
Larry, I don't think anything could prepare me for. Something else is right.
I'll buy. Rattle them bones. Show 'em. Oh, shake it like you mean it. Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. Oh.
Well, Larry.
What do you mean, good?
Do you mind returning the dice cups on your way?
Your attention, please. Larry Laffer has just won the crap shooting portion of the competition with a
Who is
record high
it?
score.
It's me.
Congratulations,
That
Larry.
can't be.
Don't spend it all in
doing.
one place.
Oh, it is I, Larry. Larry Laffer?
Oh.
No.
Goodbye.